Hey friends, welcome to Adulting with Esther, the show where we talk about the things that you don't learn in school. I'm your host, Esther, and today we're going to be talking about the 7 things that you need to know to be able to sew by hand. If you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing down below so that you can get alerts when we post our videos on Tuesdays, and go ahead and hit that like button if you're getting value out of this video so far. If at any point during the video you want to check out the description below, you'll be able to find links to things like the products I'm using here and links to other resources to help you out. Let's talk stitches. Different stitches have different purposes. Some are for temporary holds, some are for hemming, and others are for a really strong hold, kind of like you would get if you were using a sewing machine. We're going to start with that one. It's called a back stitch. We start our project by inserting the needle from the rear to the front. This will allow the knot to be hidden when we finish our project. We're going to space our stitches out about 1/4 inch apart. Go ahead and insert your needle through and pull your string taut. Flip your material over and insert your needle in between the 2 stitch locations. This reoccurring circular pattern with your string allows it to closely mimic that of a sewing machine and makes your stitch much more secure. Now the next stitch, you're going to insert it 1.5 stitches further. This is completing the remainder of that first stitch and then going 1 stitch more. Insert it in between in the back and then pull through again. Continue this pattern for the remainder of your length of material and finish by putting the needle through to the back so that when you tie off, your knot will be hidden. Now we're going to try a running stitch or a basting stitch. Start it the same way by inserting your needle from the back so that your knot is hidden. Space your stitches out accordingly. A running stitch has shorter stitches than a basting stitch. Unlike our last stitch, instead of going back into the middle of the 2, we're going to continue further on. This will make an alternating pattern appear on our material. It'll also make it so it's not as secure. The basting stitch is most often used in place of pins when you don't have them or you need to hold together a large section of fabric. You can use the running stitch to scrunch your fabric and join it together. Continue this across your material and end it the same way by inserting your needle through to the back so that your knot is hidden. Our third stitch brings us to point number 3, how to hem something. We're going to do this using the whip.
On the second day of sewing, Esther gave to me 2 basic stitches and a brand new ability.